Hello and welcome to the PC Ripper Benchmark Showcase video. Essentially, the program benchmarks individual components on the PC and generates a score based on a custom algorithm. Depending on the type of user you choose when creating your account, the application will generate different results and information to the user. The program features a login system that can store the account information and results generated from the application. It has the ability to also query the database for parts that are recommended for your PC. This also was an extension of my original work, which is right here. And yeah, we made it into a senior project. When you download the program, you will be given this directory and you have to double click the exe, and here it is. So I already have an account, but I'm going to go ahead and create one just to show you how it works. This is your login window. You press sign up and you start filling in information. After entering your account information, it's validated as you type. After putting in all your information, you can go ahead and press the submit button. Notice my name is Anthony and this is my email that we're going to use. It's going to say, hey Anthony, please finish a questionnaire to personalize your experience. And this is exactly what we want to do. Instead of a beginner, we're going to choose advanced. And we're going to use our computer as a high performance user. And we're going to go ahead and keep the theme as light and press finish. Registration successful. We're going to go ahead and log in with this new account. And it's going to pull from our Microsoft Azure database. So you can go ahead and log in. It says, hello Anthony. This is our profile. It's pulled all the information. Our account skill is an advanced user. We're using our computer mainly for high performance. On the right here, it pulls all the system specs necessary. So over here is my Intel i7 6700K processor. It tells you the maximum clock speed, the number of cores, threads, also known as, the L2 and L3 cache. RAM specs, it tells you the manufacturer, if available, and the speed of each RAM stick. So as you can see, it pulls each different memory stick. You might have different manufacturers between your memory sticks, so that's important to know. And a combined total of 16 gigs. And here's each disk, the name of each disk, if available, and the total space. So as you can see, it pulled all of this when I loaded the application, and it also pulls your video card information like that. Now to use this application, you first navigate to the left and you open up one of these tabs. So these are the 3 benchmarking tabs. So we're going to navigate to CPU benchmarking tab, and here are the tests that are displayed in these icons, and you can hover over to see how the tests work. So you go to settings, and here are your default settings. So successorship at 150,000 iterations each, and it's going to run each test 3 times to figure out the average. We're going to go ahead and select dual threaded so we can use the program while it's running the test. And go ahead and press run CPU test. Are you sure you want to run the test? Make sure you close other applications for more accurate results. Go ahead and start running, and we have this rainbow effect on the outside and up here to show you, hey, a test is running if you leave this area. So this is pretty cool. If we try to run another test like RAM, it's going to take us back here and it's going to show us. Now here are the CPU results. That took, it tells you we're running a dual-threaded operation, the username of the computer I'm on, the time, the date, and each test runs with a specific number of iterations. 150,000 for each test. The Ripper runs 3 iterations of each test, and here are the results. So this would be 0.1 seconds, so it's 500 thousandths of a second, I believe is the way to say that. And so it runs it 3 times and it determines an average, which is here. And the total duration is 16.4 seconds, which is a 77 score. Now if we go ahead and run the test again, I want you to notice that it's pretty mathematically consistent. Now remember, the test is affected by every process that's running on your computer. And that is and also how many resources is allocated to this benchmarking tool is random at the same time. So it's not always you'll never get the exact same time. It's very unlikely. But I accounted for this variance in my score algorithm, so we also got a 77. So it was 17.4 and now 17.2. It was 0.2 seconds faster doing the same test. And the variance is accounted for. Now we have a RAM test. So it creates virtual folders and virtual files in memory and reads them. The bulk file creates n virtual files in memories and reads them back. The reference dereference creates virtual files in memory, finds them, and deletes them. So we're going to again run a dual-threaded test. This is to demonstrate multi-threading in this application. So here's the RAM. Again, it shows all the information you need to see. And it gave us a 60. So it took 26 seconds for this test, and it gave us a 60. Our last test is the disk benchmarking tab. So for this to work, we need a directory. Go ahead and create a dir, I'll call it. I'm going to press OK. It's going to confirm that I want to run the test here. And again, it's telling us, please confirm, do not power off while the test is operating. It gives us green, saying, okay, we're good to go. Here is our directory tab. The disk ripper algorithm runs recursively. For every directory the folder matrix creates, instead of creating empty folders, it's going to put the read and write parse algorithm in each. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this. We're going to go ahead and run the test. Here is the folder matrix operation working. As you can see, it's just random numbers appended. The disk benchmarking tool will not use more than 37 megabytes of disk space, so it's pretty safe. You won't run out of space when using this function. That's of course if you leave it the default settings. Again, you can change these settings right here. We have 2000 folders being created every iteration. Here's disk ripper. It does one at a time, again to preserve the 37 megabyte rule given these exact settings. So it's highly customizable. I'm going to show you guys the database part. Now I'm going to go ahead and I want to send this. I want to send these results to the database. So I'm going to right click. I can do an export as a text or XAML file, but I can also save the results to a database. I can give it any name. I'm going to say Anthony disk test. Disk test. Okay. It uploaded the results to my account. And if I want to go ahead and see that, view my tests. If I click it, this is pulling from the database. Again, if I go ahead and log in, it's going to show me my tests again. This is the only test I exported so far, and it gets the same exact format. This is in the database. If you do want to change your account settings, for example, I want to become a video editor, my changes has been saved and we have to relog. Now we are a video editor, and that was also shown here. Now there's more features of this program, a lot more. Again, we could change each one of these iterations. We can lock and unlock directories on your PC. You can also add new instances of the same window that is connected to the database. So for example, I can also run concurrently I can run two tests concurrently because it is multi-threaded. Just to show, this project was developed through an agile methodology, and here's our Trello board that shows all of our user stories.